the Raptors, our team.
Yeah.
I guess we got to talk about them next. I don't really know where I am at with this team. We obviously lost Kyle Lowry, brought in Dragic and Achua. I'm happy about Achua. I'm excited for him. Got that Nigerian connection with Masai Ujiri. But Dragic apparently doesn't want to report to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We re-signed Trent Jr. Obviously, Siakam's going to miss the first 2 months. Our centers, Ken Birch, we missed out on all the centers we wanted. I don't know. Scottie Barnes scored 18 points and hit a 3 with 6 assists and 10 boards in his summer league debut. I don't know. But then again, LiAngelo Ball went off in summer league too. So how much does that really mean?
Yeah, don't overreact to one summer league game, but it shows that he's working on his game. It shows that he's willing to shoot the 3, unlike Ben Simmons. So, it's not a Ben Simmons type situation. This kid is going to put in the work. And, those Raptors, those rookie days, like video, and he's always in the gym working. He loves the city, which the people in the city love, because there's people like Dragic who don't want to come to Canada. So when a young player like Scottie Barnes embraces the city, comes here, loves it, like we love it as well. Because obviously someone like Birch is going to love the city because he's born in Montreal. He's a Canadian, right? He after he signed his big contract, he went and threw out the first pitch for the Blue Jays against the Red Sox. Yeah, like obviously he's going to get a lot of love, and he's going to love the city because he is Canadian. But seeing an American kid, a highly touted American kid, high prospect, be so happy that we drafted him and be willing to put in the work, it's great news. One thing we had to talk about is those Siakam trade rumors that are going, kind of the only thing in the offseason right now is Dennis Schroeder signing Siakam and Ben Simmons trade rumors. I don't think the Kings are going to get him because they're not going to offer Halliburton or Fox, and they shouldn't offer Halliburton or Fox. The Warriors seem like they want to see what their guys are like before they trade him. So, yeah, I don't see that trade happening, but a lot of people are. It's a lot of rumors.
Yeah, there was a report. It was the Kings, the Warriors, and there was one other team, which
Clippers.
And the Clippers were quote unquote enamored with Pascal Siakam. Fred VanVleet responded to the tweet saying, "Me too."
Me too.
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Like you said, I don't think it's imminent. Looking at the team we have now, it's gonna come down to basically in-house improvement. Malachi Flynn, how much of a jump we're gonna see? Scottie Barnes is probably. Is it going to be him starting at the 4 to start the season?
I think he's going to be starting at the 4 to start the season. But I think he's going to be a natural backup small forward for this year. I think they're going to run the leader of the Raptors, the new leader of the Raptors, Fred VanVleet, Trent Jr., OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Ken Birch, and then the bench is going to be Flynn, Dragic if he decides to stay, Scottie Barnes, Boucher, and Precious Achua. And if Dragic doesn't say Utah Anunoby is probably going to enter that backup shooting guard spot. But yeah, and until Siakam does return, Scottie will move to the starting 4, and Utah will move into the backup small forward. So that's going to be the team. It's a bunch of grinders, it's a bunch of defensive guys. But we know Freddie's going to be a 20-point scorer. He was 19.6 last year. He's going to have so much more shots. We know he's going to be a 20-point scorer. It's just, can you alleviate the offense around him so he can have good percentages? And that's going to be up to Trent Jr. and OG Anunoby. Can OG score like he was to end the season? Can Trent Jr. be consistent, score consistent 20 every game instead of 37, 8, 37, 8? So can those guys be consistent? And yeah, it's just a lot of question marks that no one knows the answer until they start playing.
The big man depth is not as bad as I initially felt
last year. Yeah.
Ken Birch, as kind of unexciting as he is, he's solid. Chris Boucher is kind of the opposite. He's very exciting, but not the most reliable guy that you want to throw out there. Precious, I think we both liked what we saw from him last year, and a guy with a lot of potential. Really happy to have him on the team. But
and you have Gilly there too. Someone who could just run, grab a bunch of rebounds, get some easy layups, and just having that guy as someone who's not even in the rotation just means, if an injury happens or if Boucher's having the worst shooting night or Precious having the worst shooting night of the career, you could just plug in this high energy guy to just do the bare minimum, set really good picks, drive really hard to the rim, catch lobs, because he had some really highlight like hustle plays
Yeah.
last season, which really like motivated the team and made everyone feel better. This is basically the OG Anunoby season.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what it comes down to. We know what we're getting from Fred. We don't really know what we're getting from Pascal this season. When he does come back, like he's gonna have spent this whole offseason watching film. So maybe the mental part of the game is better for him because like some of that anticipation. So who knows? Obviously going to be exciting to watch Scottie Barnes and Gary Trent and Malachi Flynn and Precious, these young guys. But OG Anunoby showed signs of being a 20-point scorer consistently, like last year, towards the end of the last 2-3 months. If he can continue that, he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more this year. Then we're talking about a team that's maybe on par with like the Hornets and the
Wizards,
maybe even the Celtics, because we know this team is going to play together well and grind defensively. So it's still going to be a fun season to watch.
Yeah, it's like don't set yourself up to get disappointed. Set yourself up to be happily pleased or happily excited. Freddie did mention like they're a top 4 seed before COVID hit them. And we do really think people underestimate how big of an effect COVID had on Pascal Siakam, because he lost 15 pounds and then he had that shoulder injury that he played through, which just cost him 8 months. So getting his conditioning back, getting his weight back of plus 15 pounds and getting a fully healthy shoulder. And then you're playing in Toronto. You know, he's someone who feeds off fans and feeds off that energy. So finally playing in front of fans, every stadium's going to have fans now. So finally playing in front of fans, all that energy, like this is going to be a bounce back year. And he averaged 21, 7 rebounds and 5 assists, right? And he's going to bounce back to a much greater season. So that's why the trade value is so high. We see some Kings fans offering some crazy stuff like Bagley, healed, and a protected first. Like, no, that's never going to get accepted. Like, it's going to be a superstar haul, because this guy is a superstar, because he lost 15 pounds due to COVID and had a torn shoulder, which required 9 months of recovery time, and still dropped 21, 7, and 5.
He lost 15 pounds. Like, that's crazy in the middle of an NBA season. Like, that obviously affected him, and he still dropped 21. So we'll see with the film watching improvement, with the time off, whatever, to clear his head, all that stuff, gain the way back. Definitely expecting an improved season, maybe even a better season than the one 2 years ago.
We're gonna have these players around him improving too, right? OG, Gary Trent, Freddie. So he's gonna come back to a team that's confident and just adding like a really good guy. So it's gonna be good to see. It's gonna be tough until Pascal Siakam returns. But once he does, this team could go on a couple runs.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on Instagram.